Guys, welcome back to another episode of Virtual PE. I'm your host, Jeff Giosi with CrossFit Morgantown, and we're going to have a great lesson today. We're going to review what we talked about last week, specifically with nutrition and anatomy. We'll talk about new concepts in nutrition and anatomy. We'll warm up together, then we'll talk about your workout, and then we'll review our concepts from last week and this week. Last week, when we talked about nutrition, we said the big idea, the sentence that we want to memorize is eat meat and vegetables, nuts and seeds, some fruit, little starch, and no sugar. Last week specifically, we looked at eating meat and vegetables. Good choices for meat and good choices for vegetables, and some ideas on how to prepare those. This week, we're going to focus on the next part, nuts and seeds. What are some nuts and seeds that you can think of right now that you eat or that you'd like to eat? I know a lot of people are going to say peanuts. Interestingly enough, a peanut is not a nut. It is a legume. It actually falls under the category of beans. So minus the peanut and minus, unfortunately, peanut butter, what are some nuts that you can think of? Some that I love are almonds, pecans. I love walnuts. Those are great nuts. What about some seeds? I know coming into the fall months, pumpkin seeds come to mind. I love pumpkin seeds. I love sunflower seeds. Now, I'm not talking about sunflower seeds that are in the shell with all the salt all over them. I'm talking about just the actual meat part inside that seed. So the reason why nuts and seeds are important is there are healthy fats that come from those that help our bodies work better. A lot of times when we eat processed foods that are processed somewhere in a factory, those put a lot of high levels of what's called omega-6 into our body. The healthy fat is omega-3. We want a better ratio between omega-3 and omega-6. One great way to do that is eat less processed foods. Another way that helps supplement that is eat more foods, the nuts and seeds, with omega-3 in there to help that ratio balance out. That's going to make our bodies feel better. It's going to make our joints feel better. Overall health is going to be optimized with having a better ratio of the omega fats. Now, guys, let's look at anatomy. Last week, we talked about muscles. We talked about specifically the quadricep. The quadricep is the bundle of four muscles in the front of my leg. It goes from about here, wraps around all the way to here. There's four muscles that connect to make the quadricep. That's why it's called the quadricep. There's four muscles. Today we'll talk about the bone that is underneath those four muscles. The bone that's underneath those four muscles is the longest bone in the human body. It goes all the way from our hip to our knee. It's called our femur. Our femur runs that length. It is such a long bone. And the quadricep helps move the femur in different directions. The femur sits in the hip in a ball and socket joint, so there's a lot of mobility and there's a lot of movement that our femur creates using the four muscles of the quadricep and then some muscles in the back of the leg that we'll talk about next week. The femur is in the front of our body and it runs the entire length of the top portion of our leg. Guys, that's our femur. So that's our nutrition talk and our anatomy talk for today. Now we'll talk about our warm-up, guys. Our warm-up is going to be a new style of warm-up. We didn't see this last week. It's called a Tabata. A Tabata is 20 seconds of work followed by 10 seconds of rest. And then we're going to keep repeating that cycle over and over again. What we're going to do is we're going to interchange movements every 20 seconds. So our first 20 seconds, we're going to do air squats. I'm going to do them to a target and demonstrate that. You guys can do them without a target if you'd like. Next up is going to be push-ups. These are going to be slow, done on my pace. I want you guys to mirror me as I'm doing them. After push-ups is going to be high knees. We're just going to run in place and drive that knee up. Our goal is to get the knee up to about 90 degrees from the side. We'll keep repeating those for 6 minutes. So we'll do 4 rounds of each of them. Follow along I'll guide you guys through. After the 6 minutes of our warm-up movements, then we're gonna go into 4 minutes of a stretching Tabata where we'll stretch for 20 seconds and then rest and transition into a different stretch for 10 seconds. Our entire warm-up is gonna take 10 minutes and I'll do it along with you guys. Follow me. I'm gonna set the clock. So it will beep when we change movements. Guys, first up is our air squats. Our arms are out. 2, 1, go. I'm squatting down. 1, 2. The whole foot staying on the ground. 3. The weight's through the center of my foot. 4, 5, 6. Eyes are looking straight out and rest. Next up, guys, is our push-ups. My body's gonna be in a straight line position. My chest is going all the way down to my target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Next up, this is going to be a little bit of our cardio portion. We're going to get the heart going a little bit. We're going to run in place with high knees. Go. Keep those knees coming up high. Think about your knees like pistons in an engine. Keep going. That's it. Come on. Now we're going to go back to our air squats. Guys, our air squats use our quadriceps that move our femur. Think about that as you go down. Up. 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 I'm reaching back and down with my butt. Up. Good work. Now we're going to go back to our push-ups. Here we go. Up. 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 Nice job, guys. Now we're going to run in place again with those high knees. Here we go. And go. Knees are coming up. 20 seconds. Come on. Knees are coming up to 90. Hang on, guys. Come on. Come on. And rest. We're going, that was round 2. Going into round 3. Back to our air squats. I reach my butt back, up, 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 up. Nice job. Back to the push-ups. Again, this is round 3 of 4. Up, 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 up. Now we're going to go back into those high knees, guys. Let's go. Knees come up to 90. Keep using your arms. Here we go. Come on. 20 seconds. Let's go. Get it. Knees are coming up to 90. Legs are pumping like pistons. Let's go. Come on. Stay with me. Let's go. Nice job. Back to the air squats. Fourth and final round. Here we go. Up. 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 Nice job, guys. Back to our push-ups. Here we go. Good plank position. Butt tight, belly tight. Up. 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 Last time, guys, with our high knees. Then we're going to go into a little bit of stretching. Here we go. Let's go. Come on. Last time. Let's go. Stay with me. Stay with me. Knees are coming all the way up to 90. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Stay with me. We're almost there. Come on. Nice job, guys. When it beeps again, we're going to go into a forward fold. We're just going to lean forward. And down. Stay down here, guys. We're stretching our lower back, our butt, and the back of our legs. Next stretch is a standing straddle. Legs wide, we're going to go down to the center. Next one is quad stretch and reach. I'm going to grab my foot, reach up with the opposite hand. Follow along. Up. 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 Can you balance on one leg without holding on to something? Up. 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 Next one is Spider-Man and reach. One knee on the ground, like a mountain climber. Then I'm going to reach my hand forward and out. Like you're throwing spider webs. Switch. Push the hip into the ground. Pull the chest up. Throwing spider webs. Let's go. We're going to go through that whole cycle one more time, guys. We're going to start with that forward fold. And down. Next one's gonna be legs wide, standing straddle. Again, dropping down to the center. Now quad stretch and reach. I'm going to grab my foot and reach up. If you need to hold on to something, go ahead and do that. That's it. Nice job, guys. Next one is going to be that Spider-Man reach. This is going to be our last one. Throwing those webs, let's go. Awesome work, guys. That is our warm-up. Now we'll talk about our workout for today. Our workout for today is way different than it was last week with some of the same elements. So the way today's gonna work is you're gonna do, it's almost like stations. You're gonna do one movement for 1 minute, go on to the next movement, do that for 1 minute, and you have 5 movements and 1 minute of rest in a round. So each round is 6 minutes. You're gonna do 3 total rounds. 4, I know it sounds like 18 minutes, but it's actually 17 because the last minute doesn't count because it's rest. So the way that today works is have a stopwatch, whatever it is that you need, and at 3, 2, 1, go, you're gonna do what we call penguin jumps. Penguin jumps is the idea, the way that we learn how to jump rope. So you're gonna jump once and you're gonna look like a penguin. You're gonna tap your sides when you're in the air. So jump, tap, jump, tap, jump, tap, jump, tap. You'll do that for 1 minute. Your goal is to stay in one spot, and every single time you're in the air, tap your legs. It's gonna work on coordination, balance, and timing. Also, it's gonna get your heart rate up pretty high to start with. Minute 2 is gonna be mountain climbers. So once that minute expires, you'll go to mountain climbers for 1 minute. Once that minute expires, then we go to air squats. Again, you can do air squats to a target, or you can do it without a target and squat down and back up. Both of those are great. Do what is best for you. After that, we have push-ups, and these are all for 1 minute. Now, just because we're going for 1 minute, guys, it doesn't mean that you have to go for 1 minute nonstop. If you need to take a break because the movement's breaking down, go ahead and do that. So then we go to push-ups. We either do push-ups on the ground, where the chest goes all the way down, and I push all the way back up. Or, if that's too challenging for us right now, we can go down to a target and press out. Both of those are great. We're looking for full range of motion, where the chest gets all the way down and the arms get all the way locked out at top. Next up, we're gonna do squat jumps, guys. Here we're gonna go into a squat, and then I want you to jump as high as you can. So it looks like this. I squat down, and then I jump as high as I can. I go back into a squat, and I keep repeating that for the entire minute. Then I'm gonna rest. Those are all of my movements. I rest on the fifth to sixth minute. Then on minute 7, I start back with the penguin jumps. And I do that cycle for 3 total rounds. So I'll do penguin jumps 3 times, mountain climbers 3 times, air squats 3 times, push-ups 3 times, and squat jumps 3 times. Cycle through 1 minute of each, with that last and final minute being rest every single time. This is a style of workout that works on aerobic power. So what that means is the length of the workout is long enough that it's working our aerobic system. However, we're changing each movement, each minute, which is allowing us to have high power in that minute. All right, so we're getting best of both worlds in this short 17-minute workout. All right, so to review what we talked about today, first, guys, we talked about nutrition. Last week, we talked about eat meat and vegetables. This week, we added the second part of that sentence, nuts and seeds. Going through your week, I want you to focus on eating meat and vegetables and nuts and seeds. The amount of nuts and seeds, what I want you to think about, guys, is a handful. Not as big as your hand, what fits in your hand. So if you were to grab a handful of almonds, that's pretty good. It comes out to be about a 1/4 cup, okay? That's gonna be really good for our nuts and seeds. Now, then we talked about anatomy. Last week, we learned about the quadricep, the 4 muscles in front of our leg. Now, the bone that's underneath that is our femur. The femur is the longest bone in our body. It goes from our hip to our knee, attaches into our hip in a ball and socket joint, attaches in our knee, in a hinge joint, okay? That's gonna be our femur. Then we went through our warm-up, which was Tabata style, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. You guys have the workout. Guys, get after that workout. Have a great time. You're going to be sweating. It's going to be an awesome one. Let me know how it goes. Get after it. Have a great week. See you guys next week.